Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor. We're back in after battle Minas Tirith, most precisely the 6th circle. And now we have unlocked the ability of doing one more interlude in the Houses of Healing. And for that, we gotta talk to Yoreth. And somewhere around here, the High Hall. There she is. We are pulled in so many directions, Beriathan. How can we hope to address the needs of so many wounded? So many suffer in the aftermath of the battle, Faramir not least of all. There he lies, and he burns with a fire that consumes him from within. What will we do if he should die? If only Gondor still had a king. Minstrels used to sing of the kings of Gondor, saying of them that their hands were the hands of healers, and by that trait would they be known. But there has not been a king in Gondor for many years. Did you hear the words of Yoreth? She speaks of songs only half remembered in these modern days, and I do not doubt that she often refers to such tales, but her words on this day have stirred me as if from a stupor. The hands of the king are the hands of a healer. Gondor has not had a king for many years, but these are times of change, and it could be that one such worthy is indeed close at hand. Yoreth, men may well remember your own words in the days to come. You know who I mean, Beriathan. Speak to me with haste and we will fetch him. Oh, a session play as Aragorn. We hadn't had... Oh. You remember early on Volume 3 when we were getting the history of the chieftains of the Dunedain from Kandai? At one point, we got to play as Aragorn briefly. So that's... God, that was like 50 levels ago? 40. That was 40 levels ago. And a long list of episodes ago. And this one, I think, is the first time that we get to play as Aragorn through the entire session play. Hope that's the case. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my god, yeah, count me in.
Yoreth says the hands of the king were the hands of a healer. I must find Aragorn and see if this be so.
Awesome. Awesome. Oh my god. Oh. No. No, this is too much for me. No. Oh. Oh, great. Oh. This kind of remembers a little to the Strider outfit that we used during our journeys through Rohan. Oh my god, this looks so great. Oh, yeah. Let's go. You greet Mithrandir warmly and ask him how the folk of the city fare in the aftermath of the battle. The uninjured are slowly walking from the horrors of the siege, and before long they will return to their daily lives. But many soldiers and townsfolk lie in the Houses of Healing, suffering from the wounds of battle and the greater hurts inflicted by the Nazgul. Some of the healers remark that if there were a king in Gondor as of old, these wounds might be healed through his skill. You tell Mithrandir that you did not wish to upset the delicate situation in Minas Tirith by entering the city without the invitation of its steward. If you do not go to the Houses of Healing, there might be no steward by nightfall that could offer you such an invitation, Aragorn. Faramir needs your healing arts, as do many others. You might save them still if you enter the city in disguise. Avoid knowing scholars who might see you for who you are, and the political situation should be unharmed. I cannot command you to do this, but I do request it as your friend and as a friend of Gondor. You decide to make your way up through the city in secret. Oh. Oh, of course. The king? The king's coming home. Technically, though, Aragorn, of course, has been in Minas Tirith before, but that was many years ago. Knowing scholar, how do we avoid? Just guys, just gotta be really careful with them. Can we get maintaining secrecy? Okay. We are actually holding the secrecy in our hands. It's a shame though that we don't have any run speed boost. I don't think we'll be doing any kind of fighting. It would be better if we could get a run speed boost. I just gotta keep an eye open. I almost fell right in front of the last known scholar, and I don't wanna fail this. He does not see me there. Cool. I mean, this entire running stance, so funny. Oh my god. I almost ran right in front of that one guy. Oh god, that would have been really bad. How do I get across these 3 guys? Do I need... Yeah, there's no way I'm getting past them. Where do I go? Ah, no, but silly me. This is already the ramp to the second circle. These guys are placed in there so that you actually can't pass. You arrive in the 6th circle without incident, but who shall govern the city? Should we not send for Lord Aragorn? Aragorn, I was told you did not wish to enter the city. I am glad you have done so, for Mithrandir claims that in you alone may rest the only hope for recovery of the sick that lie within. Let us attend to them at once, and make you prove correct in this belief. Faramir lies in a bed against the right wall. He does not look well. You study Faramir's face closely and note that he is covered in sweat. His forehead glistens and he burns feverishly. He breathes shallowly, and the rise and fall of his chest is very difficult to detect without close scrutiny. The son of Denethor seems close to death. If nothing changes, and soon, he will join his father by nightfall. Yeah, once again, he looks very ill. Éowyn. Éowyn is held in the grip of a troubled sleep, but a grey shadow has crept over her features and she is very pale. You have heard whispers of the black shadow that comes from the Nazgul, and it seems to have settled very heavily upon her. Her shield arm is broken, but the healers have tended to it with all their skill, and it seems that to your eyes that it will heal in time. The state of her sword arm is more troubling, for it seems that there is no life in it, though the bones are not broken. And finally, Merry. Merry suffers troubled dreams. Like Éowyn, he pierced the Lord of the Nazgul with his weapon, and the encounter worked a grievous harm upon him. A grey pall has settled upon his face, and the black shadow stifles his breath. Athelas might help to heal them, but is there any to be had? You ask Yoreth if there might be some athelas to be had in the storerooms. We have healing herbs of many varieties, but of course never as many as we might wish, especially not with so many needing our help. It has been some time since a courier from Losarnak has come, and our stock of Kemendri liquor is very low. But I am afraid I do not know of any herb by the name of athelas. I can ask the herb master, he knows the old names. Yoreth has never heard of athelas. Perhaps she knows it by another name? You tell Yoreth that some folk also know athelas by another name, Kingsfoil. Kingsfoil, say you so? My sisters claimed it to be naught but a weed. Now that you mention it, I have noticed that it does give off a sweet smell when its flowers are disturbed. It is somehow a wholesome smell if you understand what I mean. I did wonder why any king would wish such a plant to be named so, and not one more brightly colored or eye-catching. King's foil. Imagine that. If she finds any athelas in the city, she will bring it back here with haste. And if there is none to be found, I will ride to the woods near LOTRO and bring back the plant myself. It is good that you came here, Aragorn. May it not be too late for our friends and for the others who suffer in the grip of the Black Shadow. If Yoret runs as quickly as her tongue, she will be back with athelas before the sun moves another step in the sky. Now, what a sharp tongue, Gandalf. Well, that was it. It's a very short interlude because this part of the story is being told through session plays. So the last part of the healing process that Aragorn does is the last interlude that we need to unlock after completing a new set of dailies. And that's what we will be doing right now. We must trust in Aragorn now, for time is growing short. If there is any King's foil to be found within the city, may it be found while it might still be used to good effect. I know that Aragorn did not wish to enter the city before the right time, but without his healer skill, I fear that this wounded might never recover. Now there is some hope, though it be slight. Now go and find King's foil, whether it might be found. And that unlocks a new set of dailies with Aragorn, and maybe with Yoret? No. No, just with Aragorn, then? If I'd stood here as crowned leech and not in hooded stealth, that Herb Master Galathir would know something of my displeasure. He has decided, I cannot fathom how, that Rod of Everworth is what wounded soldiers must need, when that is farthest from the case. At best, it will add to their suffering, and at worst... Let us not speak of that. Alas, cloak diplomacy is the thing of the day, so I must enlist your help, friend. I have had Galathir shoot from his hole, but I cannot keep him from the others. Will you follow Galathir and his herbalists and gather up the infusions wherever he has placed them? There is no time. Not time by half. I might treat all those suffering from the Black Shadow, but I fear I shall never find them before it is too late. Will you go before me, Beriathan, and lay a marker by all those afflicted? These are the signs, a deep slumber and cold to the touch. Attend closely and you shall know them. The speed that would grant me may well be the difference between life and death. Many of the wounded here are beyond the reach of treatment, and will not see the dawn. Some will not even see the coming hour. I am struck by inexpressible sorrow, Beriathan, when I reflect how they will depart quietly with no one by their side, unless perhaps they inherit healers as they make their rounds. The healers and I must expend our every precious moments with the living. But you... If you are as moved as I am by the thought, Beriathan, perhaps you will go and spend some moments with the dying? My heart tells me that someone must. That's a very touching quest if you ask me. This is a Black Shadow case? Okay. But this is a wounded soldier? Okay, this patient is not afflicted with a Black Shadow. Now, there are 5 sets of dailies. I mean, 5 dailies needed to complete this set, and I'm not sure where I can find the other 2. I dreamt that, but you're here now. It is good that you're here. Now, I had totally forgotten about this quest, but it's great, I think. I don't think this is gonna be a Black Shadow case, no. They are very easy to identify. Ah, of course, Éowyn is one of the Black Shadow cases that you can mark. No? I know. That's just a wounded soldier. They respond so quickly, they kinda throw me off a little. This Gondorian also looks good, but this one Ah, this is a dying Gondorian. Please, stay just a minute. A minute till I sleep. Oh, man. The fields, no. They did a great job with this guys. With a dialogue on that quest. And it's such a small one, but it hits home very hard. At least it does for me. There is another wounded soldier in here for the Black Shadow. Okay. Another round through here then. Or can I do this on the other? Yeah. I can find more of them in the other holes. So let us go there. So I don't know, does Orhun? No. But Bergil in here might have the two other interludes that we needed.
Are you here to help?
I have to find Kingsfoil leaves, living if I can and as much as possible, but truly I do not know how I will find another single leaf. Does it grow in the crack somewhere? I am sure I've seen it here or there, but I know not where. I am driving myself mad thinking how often I walked past that very shape of leaf. Will you help me? I fear to think what that Aragorn fellow will do with me if I do not. That Kingsfoil must be about, must it not? In cracks and greenswords. There must be some. Somewhere.
Why is it so dark all the time?
What a vant I am. I found that hooded Aragorn a few dried leaves of Kingsfoil, or what he does call it, a athelas. Well, now he wants more. The old man who gave me those leaves has not any more. Will you help me? Somewhere about here, someone must have a few more dried leaves. Okay. Seems that's it. So let us make another round through these houses of healing. In here, we can also grab some of the Everworth that Aragorn requested. Are you the king? I dreamed the king had come again. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm just gonna take this. Is that you, my dearest? Is it? Oh. No, I'm sorry, but I am not. I'll be happy to accompany you a while, but I am not the one who you're looking for. Marker placed. Oh, you do place an actual marker. I hadn't realized that. That's a very nice touch. Oh, there are even more people in here. And Galathir is just leaving this thing all over the place. Okay, I'll pick that one in just a sec. Take this, if you don't mind. Cool, got one of those. Oh, one more Black Shadow cases and 2 more dying patients. Not sure if we will be able to find them all in here. Maybe we will. Marker placed. Okay. There doesn't seem to be any more dying patients in this wing. So I guess that means we need to go to the other building. Let us go and check the houses of rest. Okay. So there's one. He doesn't say much, so I guess that means he's in his last moment. And there is someone else. Down below or across over here, it seems. Oh, do not go. I am afraid. That's a great quest. All the dialogue from those soldiers. Very well done. It's such a small quest. It's really easy to forget it's there, but I mean, it's kind of contradictory because it does leave a great impression, but at the same time, it's easy to forget. I don't know how that's possible. At least that's what happened to me. I don't know. I mean, yeah, long story short, I like the quest. I didn't remember it was there to begin with. What a shame. Come, girlie. You gotta help me find some athelas. Gondor, does that mean that we need to go to the 4th circle? Is that what it is? To the 5th circle, sorry. In any case, it seems we do. Study. Maybe we do need to go down to the 5th circle. I'm not sure if we are able to do that. Ah, and there is that we can find some of these on the Citadel as well. Always nice to have a reason to come up here. What are we supposed to find in here? The athelas? Yeah. Gotta look around. Was this one? For Hoon? Yeah, I thought so. Excuse me. Gonna grab this. Supposedly, there are more athelas lying around, but I don't see any. Let us try and go a little bit faster. Oh, does this Kingsfall respawn? Is that what that is? Well, there is some more down below in any case, so if it's for those poor wounded men, then take it. Thank you. You are a very kind man. Do we need to go to the fourth circle too? Oh, come on. Foil? Why, yes. How did you know? The big ring over your head. That's how. If it is for those poor wounded men, then take it. Thank you as well. A very kind gesture. We're missing 2 for each quest. Almost there. Upper stores, mailbox. Okay. Seems we will be done. We don't need to go back to go down to the fourth circle. That's a relief. That's curious. I just happen to have some Kingsfoil with me right here. Yeah, and I'm sure Aragorn will appreciate everything. So let us bring the Kingsfoil back to Bergil, and then back to Aragorn. With that, we should be able to unlock the last interlude of the epic, so that we can then pick up the other quests where we left them. Once again, I truly didn't remember this portion of the Aragorn, well, healing the wounded was this long. I of course remember that there were some dailies on top Minas Tirith for all the healing tasks, but I didn't remember they were tied to the epic and to the interludes. That was a minor setback, I suppose, in the sense that I had not anticipated that. Not a setback in the sense that this is something that I didn't want to do or that it's throwing me off. I mean, we are riding through Minas Tirith under the sunlight, the real sunlight, what else can you ask for?
Are you here to help?
What is this? Wild sprigs of that athelas. Oh, you are a miracle worker, Beriathan. I will take this to that hooded Aragorn immediately.
Are you here to help?
You were able to find some dried king's foil. By the kings of old, you have saved my hide. I will bring it to that Aragorn directly. And I will also make sure to let Aragorn know that everything else he requested has been taken care of. You hand Aragorn the infusions you gathered. These many? If that man does not let up. But now is not the time. I thank you, Beriathan. I will see this dealt with swiftly. You have placed the markers. You are an irreplaceable ally, Beriathan. I will be with them as swiftly as I am able. Thank you, friend. I know all too well what a heavy task it is that you have performed, but I feel sure it was an unmeasurable good and a great mercy and shall not go forgotten. Now, this has unlocked the interlude technically, but I guess we need to talk to the messenger that is standing outside. What a shame, we should really just be able to get the quest from Aragorn at this point. Yep, there he is. I have come from the high hall of the Houses of Healing. Yeah, me too. And I am sworn to keep secret the goings on within. But I can tell you that your presence is requested. Yeah, it would have been great if we could also pick this quest from Aragorn, like having two different quest givers. In case you finish turning this in with Aragorn or with Bergil, you still feel like a natural progression. It's just a minor detail. Of course, nothing too big. Some king's foil has been found, but it remains to be seen if it will be enough. I may need someone to help me as I move from bedside to bedside, Beriathan. Will you be that man? I am weary, but there is no time to rest. Time is short for each of them, but for Faramir most of all.
A great effort has been expended to find Kingsfoil for the wounded, but now their survival depends upon Aragorn's healing skill.
Oh, they will be fine. Aragorn is a great healer, of course. But they will be fine. Let us see if Faramir's condition has improved, Beriathan. I crushed some of the Kingsfoil leaves and cast them into the steaming water. Let us see if the healing odor refreshes Faramir's body and spirit. I will not have believed the wheat could smell so sweet. It puts me in mind of the roses of Imlath Melui when I was young. Kingsfoil is well named, for what king could ask for better? My lord, you called for me. What does the king command? You know of me? I do, my king. I want nothing but to climb from this bed and serve you. You will serve me best by resting a while and having some food. You have walked in the shadows for too long and are weary. I will rest if that is your command. But that man could lie idle when the king has come again. What man could lie idle when the king has come again? Farewell for now. A king, just as I said. Did you hear that? The hands of a healer, I said. Your healing skills to be commended, Aragorn. It proved sufficient for Faramir, but Éowyn's suffering is of a different sort. Éowyn's suffering began before ever she faced the Witch King Éomer, did it not? I do not know why you ask this of me, Aragorn. Her unhappiness was clear to me at the moment of our first meeting. She tended to Theoden in his growing despair and sickness. It is true. That unhappiness was ours to share. But not entirely, Éomer, for you had deeds of arms and the riding of the free fields to occupy your mind. Éowyn did not, though she was your equal in spirit and courage. Mayhap I should have known, but I did not. I wept this was to be her lot. I may be able to cure the hurts of her body and draw her back from the darkness. But if she wakes to that old despair, there is no healing I can give that will cure her of it. Éowyn, daughter of Éomund, awake! Your enemy is gone and will trouble you no more. Éowyn! Éowyn! Éomer, my brother, you live? They said you were slain. No, it must have been the voices in my dream that said that was so. What of Theoden? Do not tell me that was a dream as well, for I know it was not. The Lord of the Mark is dead, but he bade me give his farewell to Éowyn, dearer than a daughter to him. He lies now in the Citadel of Gondor as befits the great honor with which he passed from this life. I am glad to see the House of Errol restored to its glory, yeah, but I gotta get Aragorn. But what of Meriadoc the Halfling? Yeah, I am here. Is he going to be alright, Strider? He will be fine. I came in time and have pulled him back. The wound he suffered will heal, and I know there is strength in his spirit. Master Meriadoc, your friends are here and they wish to see you. I am hungry. What time is it? It is past supper time, Mary, but I am certain they will let me bring you something. I am certain as well, and they said, I know a thing or two. Indeed, for this rider of Rohan, I will think nothing will be held back. His name will be held in high honor within the city. Talk to Mary. Yeah, sure. It is good to see you again, Beriathan. Do you remember when we crept to see Theoden's War Council in the Druidan Forest? It feels to me as if that was years and years ago, but it cannot have been. I have been caught in a terrible dream, but already the memory of it is fading. I think supper will just be the thing, and afterwards perhaps a pipe. No, not a pipe. I don't think I will ever smoke again. Theoden was sorry he would not be able to speak of herb lore with me, smoking our pipes in comfort and peace. I will never be able to smoke without thinking of him. And why should you not, Mary? Light your pipe and think of him, for he kept his oaths and proved a great king. He would be glad for you to think of him over a pleasant smoke, I think. You may be right. Thank you, Strider. Thank you for all your help, Beriathan. We have done much good here, and there's more to do before I can rest. But I am glad that some of the evils that befell us upon the Pelennor have been remedied. Okay, we missed some dialogue between Éowyn and Éomer when they were talking about Merry, as we were trying to get to Aragorn. What of Beriathan the Halfling? You must make him a Knight of the Mark, for he is valiant beyond measure. And then Mithrandir says, he lies also in this house, and I will go now to him, but Éomer will stay yet a while. Speak no more of war until you are restored to health and renewed of hope. And Éowyn then responds, health I may yet have, if there is an empty saddle for me to fill. But hope, I do not know. Okay, it sounds like we should have waited for Gandalf for Mithrandir to leave Éowyn's side. And come with him to Merry. Those Aragorn has sinned to will heal in time. Now he will attend the hurts of the others that rest in the houses of healing, and only then will he return to his pavilion outside the city. These wounded are fortunate indeed that Aragorn came to this city, and that Yoreth remembered that doggerel from her youth. The hand of a healer, indeed. For now, our friends must rest, but it is good to know that they will recover from their hurts and be themselves once again. So we got a new title, The Healer. And seems that is it. Completed after the battle. Yeah, that is basically it. Title, you help to restore the health and hopes of those who needed you in the houses of healing. And 5 LOTRO points. So with this completed, I think we can now go back to the Pelennor. I've gotta talk to Elfhelm in Minas Tirith. And I gotta talk to Aragorn about the bodies of Elfmar, Harding, and Torfith that we found. And well, all the other Knights of Rohan that we also found as well. So we're gonna actually muster back to after battle Minas Tirith. And resume our dealings with the other knight. So as you have seen, all these interludes. I mean, if you have read the books, you would know Aragorn does enter the city and heals the wounded before the Council of the Captains that we witnessed a few episodes ago. So why this part of the story was made an interlude, I am not entirely sure. Bottom line, my recommendation would be before you ever get to Aragorn to begin Book 7 of the Epic, do the interludes. By doing the dailies inside Minas Tirith. And then go to Aragorn and the Council of the Captain. So well, we did Elfhelm motions to you to come closer as you approach, yeah? As I was saying, we did some things out of order, due in part to my bad memory of how these things happened in the game. But I think you get the idea. I mean, the thing that gave this away, if you have not read the books even, and when you are talking to one of the trumpeters Aragorn is enlisting to his army, he says that he dreamt of the king healing him, but he knows that can't be possible. So that's how you know that all these interludes were supposed to be done before the epic. In any case, both of them are done, and now we can continue the rest of our adventures.
My friend, I have an important task for you.
One which I cannot entrust to any man of Rohan. You know that Lady Éowyn was on the battlefield and now she rests, recovering in the houses of healing. I am in need of her sword. Yes, the sword with which she fought and killed the Witch King. It still remains somewhere on the Pelennor. I have searched and searched for the sword, but could not find it. It could not have strayed far from the spot where the Witch King was slain. The sword was broken in combat, so I am certain no one took it to wield it in the battle. I am hoping you might succeed where I could not. Will you try? You vow to search the Pelennor for the sword Éowyn wielded in battle. Yes, of course I will do that. Now, the question is, Elfhelm, why did you need to tell this to us inside Minas Tirith and not at Aragorn's pavilion? I'm sure we'll get the answer to that after we get the sword, but I still gotta ask. Yeah, luckily Aragorn's pavilion is really close to King's End. So we should also be getting that sword in no time. But now that it's daytime, I do want to take a few pictures as we approach Aragorn's pavilion. Because I think this looks great. I love this place.
This is grim indeed.
Such great lives lost to evil that lies just beyond those mountains. That is why we march, Warden. Not just for Gondor, but for Elfmar, Harding, Torfirth, and all that fell to the darkness of Mordor.
I am glad to hear that Nothmar is safe.
And that his wounds are not serious. The Rohirrim are great warriors. We will need as many as we can muster in the coming days to both protect the city and march with us to the Black Gate.
It is a sad day.
It is a sad day. Many of the finest warriors I have known are slain. I take heart, however, that they live on in their descendants and their heroic deeds, may both go on for many generations to come.
Believe what you will, but this Aragorn is no Theoden.
I tried my hardest to bring Hedefar and Hildebrand back to the city. Their deaths at the hands of Gothmog's orcs was a cruel and unwelcome demise. May I repay you many times over for your assistance out there, Beriathan.
The dead and missing we sought are all accounted for.
I thank you for your assistance in this matter. It is of great importance that the men who fought and died here receive all the honor and diligence that Gondor can grant them. Okay, here we have a Helm of the Reclaimed City, which is the same cosmetic that we are using, but with a slight difference. Because instead of having silver details in here, it's golden. So it kind of dies differently. But you might be able still to use it for other endeavors. These agility helmets, the medium armor helmets do look really nice. So I want to get one of these.
Now is the time to mourn those who fought to the end.
The dead have all been accounted for. The missing have been found. Now is the time to mourn those who fought to the end and fought so bravely for this great kingdom. So what do we have here? We only got known to the host of the West, which is a new reputation, the new faction that we're leveling up. We are already known to them before ever leaving the Pelennor. And now we need to get to friend to the host of the West, which is this one up here. But for now, we got that deed completed. This one over here, the title known to the host of the West, and 5 LOTRO points. Now, I think this is, yeah, a memorial for Theoden, where he fell. But let me take a look of it. Ah, there are even some runes on it, but I cannot read them. And now Éowyn's sword. It's got to be somewhere around here. Let us look for it really quick. I mean, this is where she cut the head of the fell beast. And where did it go? Éowyn's hilt. How did it end up so far from that other place? I don't know. This is indeed the hilt of the sword Éowyn used when slaying the Witch King. Oh, I really need to go back to Elfhelm for that? Okay. Let us honor the dead first, and then I'll go back to Elfhelm.
Come, it is time. After much bloodshed and loss, I have asked everyone gathered at my pavilion to rest and mourn the deaths of our brethren.
Okay.
I bestow the honor onto you to light the pyre.
This is never easy, Beriathan, but it is important. If we are to go on, we must take some time to remember those we have lost. These men died for Gondor, for Rohan, for every land in which dwell the good-hearted. We have constructed a great pyre, and by its light we will remember our fallen. Will you accept the task and the honor of lighting the pyre? Once it is burning, we will begin. There is a torch just ahead. Use it to light the pyre. Yeah. Big fan of Aragorn, of course. Anyway, here is the torch. Ingold, Golasgin, Rosaran doing here. Éomer, Dervorin, Gleowina, Kutha, Notmar, Elfhelm, Gamling doing here. And there comes Aragorn. So many good men gave their lives to protect our lands from the enemy. We are gathered here to remember those who gave their lives for us. Here are their names and do not forget them. Gutlaf, banner bearer of Theoden, lift your banner high, loyal one. Thane Harding, Alder of the Istemnet and Rift of the Wold, your son will be proud to hear of your courage. Elfmar of Faldnam, you were an inspiration to every man of the Elf World and to all who knew you. My son. Dunghair, Lord of Dungharrow. We fought side by side at Ryder's Stand, my friend, and I whipped that it was to be the last time. Hildebrand, Rift of the Stone Deans, you put your faith in the words of Hildegard and met your end with satisfaction. You fought valiantly until your very last breath. Grimbolt of Grimslade, doughty soldier and veteran of many battles. Farewell, my friend. Thane Thorfirth of Thorsbury, even so young you had already accomplished much for Rohan and for Theoden. Astrid, Rift of the Satcrops, we did not agree on all matters, my friend, but we shared a love for Rohan, and she feels your loss. Edefara, stalwart defender of the Stone Deans, the Helmingans know of your glory. The battle seemed endless, but still you fought on. Theoden King, Lord of the Mark, Rohan has been restored to glory by your deeds. Farewell, uncle. We must not forget any of the other good men of Rohan who fell upon the Pelennor. Men from every reach of Gondor fought to defend their homes. Dwaylen and Derufin of the Blackroot Vale, they did not fear to face any foes despite the danger. Alas, my boys. Turgon, captain of the South Gate, long did you stand against the orcs, even when all seemed lost. A good man. Eorluin, Lord of the Green Hills, you spoke seldom, but when you did, you spoke with wisdom. We could use such words now. Orlong the Bold, Lord of Losternack, many were your deeds, my friend. May you rest easy. Forget not the many others who fought and fell in service of Gondor. My kinsmen came out of the north to the Pelennor in my service. Many will not see their homes again. Fire, you were not stranger to the dread of battle. I thank you. Oh, he died. Alros, how long has it been since we shared a campfire in the Greenfields? Too long, my friend. You will be in my thoughts. Naeglang, many were the foes you slew in my defense. I will not forget you. You have my thanks. Rest easy, Celeirand. You lived up to your promise and were a true ranger of the north. I thank you. Nestadron, ranger of the trackless wastes, your wandering days are done, my friend. Mandan, you only could share your knowledge of plants and herbs. I will treasure your lessons on the subject. Galadir, the days of your sorrow are ended. Join your daughter in peace and know that I will not forget your service. Alvarad, dearest and most true of friends, my heart was lifted to see you again on the road to Isengard. Mere days ago. For you to fall when the end for which you fought is so near, it is a grievous hurt. I have lost my right arm. Farewell, my friend. Mourn the loss of your fellow warriors? Yeah. There are emotions that he wishes to speak to you. Okay. You know what? This looks really nice. Aragorn and Éowyn. Yeah. Just look like good buddies. Oh, great picture. I love it. No? Yeah. Okay. Let us see.
I would like to honor Snowmane. Come.
The pyre will burn until morning, and the heat of the burning will carry our grief into the night sky. There is another creature of nobility we should remember. Snowmane, the seed of the king. Come, let us mark the spot where he died, and we have buried him. Ah, yeah, I see it. Ah, yeah, this is not... My bad, this is not Theoden's memorial, this is Snowmane's. So if I grab my copy of Return of the King, I should be able to understand what these runes are saying, but I don't have it at hand right now. But it's basically... Let us see if Éowyn says that. This grave shall be known as Snowmane's Hoe forevermore. Let these words be written upon the stones. Faithful servant, yet master's bane, Lightfoot's foe, swift Snowmane. Yeah, that was it. Those were the words.
I must go to the city to pay my respects to Theoden King.
Morning has come. Let us return to the city and climb to the Citadel. I would visit my uncle where he lies in state and pay my respects to him. We do come to visit Theoden's. Oh, yeah. Great.
Come, Theoden rests near the throne.
We have arrived, Beriathan. My heart is full of sorrow, but I would look upon my uncle's visage and think upon his life and deeds even so. Uncle, I am here. I am now king of the Mark. I hope to have the strength that you did. I hope that I will lead as you have done. You have restored Rohan to glory. I will not fail to uphold her name. Rest well, Theoden, son of Thengel, king of Rohan. Mourn for Theoden King. course I'm gonna mourn for Theoden King.
This has been a long night.
I have said all I can, and now the rule of Rohan will be mine alone. It is a heavy burden. I hope to live up to my uncle's example, but it will not be easy. Still, I will do my best for the people of Rohan. Thank you, Beriathan. I am ready now to depart.
We could all use some rest before we march.
I am ready to depart. We should find what rest we can before our next tasks begin. Okay, there we go. I actually didn't remember that instance being so long. So I guess this episode was full of mourning in between the people dying at the Houses of Healing and all the farewells we just said. But what a great moment it was. Very atmospheric and very nostalgic too. And very, very nice as well to know the names of all the rangers who died that we didn't get to see. But at least now we know what happened to them.
Soon the march to the Black Gate will begin.
Now we rest, for soon the march to the Black Gate will begin.
But to march shortly.
Awesome! So, here we have it. We have completed quests of Pelennor. The 8 of Pelennor is the title. Confidence has now changed to level 51, and we have 5 LOTRO points. Let us check this really quick. We got some runes as well. You have proven yourself a worthy comrade amid Pelennor. Nice. Now we have the deeds. The quests of Greater North Ithilien, which are these ones over here. Should be an easy deed to complete and 5 LOTRO points. So it seems we are almost ready now to go into Osgiliath. We just need to talk to Elfhelm and see what he wants. That, however, will need to come on the next one. For the time being, thank you so much for watching today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.